So in this video I'm going to show you how to use a crochet hook and a piece of scrap yarn as a tacking stitch. It can also be used in replacement of a locking stitch marker. So this is what I do when I need to join pieces together and hold everything in place and make sure everything is held together evenly. So you need a piece of thread, a piece of scrap yarn, which is about 20 centimeters or 8 inches long. You can do it with a bit shorter, but you don't want it to become too short because it's a bit tricky. So that's why it's quite often a nice thing to do is to save scrap bits of yarn specifically for this little job. So I would recommend using a yarn that's a completely different colour to your project that you're working on. It just helps avoid any confusion. So what I do is I get the piece of scrap yarn and I fold it in half, and then I'm going to hold it so that the bit where I folded it, the loop, is accessible. Then I'm going to put my hook where I want to join. So here I'm joining these corners. I've got 3 in this corner, so I'm putting it in the second one. It's quite fluffy. Of these 3 in the corner, and then I'm just matching it up with this chain 2 space at the back. So this is where I want to join, and then I'm just inserting the hook and into this little loop I've made where the yarn's folded, and I'm pulling that all the way through. So I've just pulled up a loop. Then I'm going to yarn over and grab both of those strands of scrap yarn and pull them through. And I'm going to gently pull it tight. So the good thing about this is it actually keeps the fabric nice and secure, but it's also really easy to remove when you get to it. So that's my tip for using scrap yarn as a tacking stitch or a stitch marker. And I'll show you very quickly again. I've got my scrap yarn, I fold it in half. At the point where it folds, I've created a loop. I go into the stitch or stitches where I want to join. I grab the loop with my hook and I pull it through. Then I yarn over as if to chain, yarn over both strands and pull them both through before gently tightening.